A favorite memory of mine is when we were at Camp Impact this past summer and we accidentally set off the fire alarm in our cabin.
My favorite memory has been leading Lighthouse this past semester.
I liked being a Camp Impact leader for Pink Team and winning.
The memory that sticks out the most is me and my friends giggling and Created by God.
Just all the memories made at camps were so fun, especially being the leader of the purple team.
I think a memory that stands out to me would be all the sermons that Michael and Isaac have given. They really stuck with me.
On a mission trip, I forgot which year, but it rained all day, and so me and a couple guys went out, and there was like this little ditch by a football field that we turned into a slip and slide and kind of tore up the field, but it was tons of fun. And then Michael came out and was mad because we were supposed to be in bed, but it was just a fun experience and was getting to, mess around with some of the guys from Mission Trip.
My favorite memory at St. Andrews is probably working VBS throughout the years, just working with all the kids and even working with my sisters when they were little in VBS.
My first Lighthouse, I got hit in the face with a basketball.
Before sophomore year at Camp Impact, we did a campfire and everyone sang, and our parents were all like surprised us as we walked to the campfire. And then when we got to the campfire, the singing and just being with all the other students.
When I think of St. Andrew, I just think of Camp Impact and how much fun it is, and tubular bacon and throwing around dead fish and squids, and it's just my favorite part of the whole summer, and I love Camp Impact.
Probably one of my favorite memories was Camp Impact, doing tubular bacon. I mean, that was just such a great experience and it was so much fun.
My favorite St. Andrew memory would be my first mission trip to Baton Rouge, when not only did we get to do the demolition site that was really fun, but we also got to sit down and talk to the owner of the church, and I feel like getting to actually talk to him, we were able to see the impact that we were making, and it was really impactful for me.
Oh, one time at Camp Impact, I brought my Eno, and I was going to try to sleep in it, but I was like, outside isn't really like my thing. So I tried to hang it up between two of the bunk beds, and the bunk beds almost came down once we all sat down in it, and it was one of the most chaotic moments that we had.
In Mission Trip, when we went to the Boys and Girls Club in Oklahoma City, where I first met Daquan, he actually thought I was one of the kids because I was so short, and it was the third graders, so we were helping out with them, and he was yelling at me to come over, and he didn't even realize that I was not a kid, I was a volunteer. So
My biggest memory is definitely mission trips, the before and after. From the beginning of the week to the end, it was very impactful to see how much change we could do.
Into the pond in an inflatable raft and swimming around for a Camp Impact video.
This freshman year when we went on ski trip and just late nights talking with some of my roommates, those are some of the fondest memories I have, and I definitely grew friendships there that'll last a lifetime.
Always being able to acolyte in the church services and everything as a kid.
My 8th grade mission trip when we went to Oklahoma, and we just did demolition all day long. So I was having a sledgehammer, I was tearing down walls, putting in insulation. It was a lot of fun.
It has to probably be the Camp Impact before my senior year because we had lots of laughs and lots of fun. We pulled an awesome all-nighter at the end.
Probably when I got baptized after I completed confirmation, because that was just, and still is one of the most impactful and memorable moments of my life, where I was able to just truly proclaim my faith publicly.
St. Andrew to me means family. There's lots of churches out there, but I think St. Andrews does a really great job of connecting everyone, bringing everyone together, and making everyone feel welcome.
St. Andrews has been really comforting and a good group to stand by.
It made me more comfortable knowing that if I ever struggled, I had more people that I could talk to, and it couldn't just have to be one person, it could be a group of people, and knowing that was just a good sense of comfort.
Been a place where I can always feel welcome, and it's like a second home.
St. Andrew has been something that has always been there. It's been consistent when everything else hasn't. It's just been somewhere that I can go. It's a safe place, and it was definitely my saving grace whenever things were very difficult.
No matter what I'm going through in life, I know the staff and the friends I have made here are always there for me 100% of the time.
St. Andrews has allowed me to see friends that I've had since I was like 3 years old, even when we weren't going to school together.
St. Andrews connected me with multiple people from my school that I wouldn't even have met before.
The pastors and the staff here, they always talk to you no matter what it is, and they can always help you through whatever's going on.
Just how the way they treat everybody, and even if they don't know who you are, you can just be a new person come into the church and they all treat you like family.
St. Andrew has completely changed my life and brought me so much closer to Jesus and to other people around me, and it's built me so many good friendships and friendships that'll last forever, and it's really just been a home for me forever.
St. Andrews has given me a community from the beginning to now, so it's been just a constant in my life.
St. Andrews, like at home. I know everyone's gonna say that, but these people are like my family.
Is the friendships that I made through St. Andrew that just from starting in 6th grade, I have the same friends that I met through St. Andrew senior year in high school that I know that I'll stay in touch with for the rest of my life. So.
But I would say giving me a place to worship and a space where I can feel welcome is the biggest impact it's had.
St. Andrews impacted my life because of all the friendships I've made. I absolutely love every kid here.
I mean, last year I was just in a bad place, just spiritually, emotionally, mentally, all that. And I mean, you called me back, Michael called me back and said hey, I know you aren't signed up for mission trip or anything, but we have these worship times at 6. I'd love for you to come. So I said, of course. It was my first time back at the church in a while, and I was that just brought me back. It I think it just kept me going.
St. Andrew has just given me a family. It's given me people that I know that I can reach out to and contact for whatever I need.
It's really pushed me through my faith, and I have learned so much about God and how to grow as a person and as a Christian that it's really just pushed me to be my best person. St. Andrew is like a second home where I get to see all of my friends and have fun. It's just a safe place to be.
I think it's just been a place where it's just a good community, and we've all been a place where everyone can go whenever, and the trips and mission trips have all been a great impact, and we've made a big impact with all the work we've done throughout our traveling.
It means so much to me. I honestly don't know where I'd be without this place.
A community full of great people, great place to spend time, connect with God, and have fun.
Place where I get to grow my faith and meet a lot of new people too.
St. Andrew is a place which I can come and meet new people, as well as make new friends and everything outside of school. And it definitely means a lot to me and the other people who come here just to find a place where we can be ourselves.
St. Andrews is a home for me. It's a place where I can just go whenever I need to and, just have fun, relax, and have a safe place to come.
I think the community of St. Andrews is the most important impact on my life. They're so loving and encouraging, and also the positive influence and role models of the youth leaders have really shaped who I am.
Just thanks for always being there for me, for supporting me and loving me throughout everything, and I'll be sure to stay in contact when I'm away, and love y'all.
I love my family more than anything in the entire world, and I'm gonna miss them so much, but I know I'll have so much fun, and I hope they come visit me all the time.
I'd just like to say thank you so much for all that you've done for me, and all the ways that you have supported me through everything.
I just want to say thank you for everything y'all have done for me, and I'm gonna miss y'all.
Love you guys, and couldn't be here without you guys, and it's definitely gonna be tough to leave y'all, but it is what it is.
To my mom, thank you for always being there for me, no matter what. And to my dad, thank you for always pushing me to become a better person.
First of all, thank you for sticking with me through thick and thin. I appreciate everything you've done for me.
Thank you for everything you've done for me, even though you've had to put up with a lot over the past years, and I'll for sure call you every day, and I'll miss y'all.
Thank you for supporting me and for not pushing me too hard throughout high school.
Just thank you so much for supporting me through this time and doing everything that they can for me to succeed. I mean, I love you guys.
After 18 years, I'd like to tell my parents thank you. And I'll miss them, but I'll still see them. See you.
I want to say that I'm thankful that they were able to come to all my events, from sporting to scouts.
I love you guys very much, and I don't want to leave you, but probably about time I become a big boy, so kind of have to.
Just like to say thank you. You guys have done a lot for me, and you guys are the reason that I am where I am today. And I can't wait to see the places we'll go, and I know we'll stay close, and I love you guys.
I wanted to just say thank you to my parents, especially for starting me in this church from such a young age and guiding me through all my years and just helping me every day and supporting me.
Thank you to my parents and my family for not only supporting me all the way through high school and my whole life to get me to where I am, but also supporting me in going to Texas because it's a big family rivalry.
Just thank you so much for everything you've done for me over these years. I would not be the person I am without y'all today. Thank you for all the lessons you've taught me, and I know because of you I'm going to go very far in life.
Thanks for putting up with me for so many years.
I'd like to say thank you so much for everything that y'all have done for me and everything that you put on the line for me. And I'm super excited to see y'all at A&M these coming years. Gig 'em.
I just love y'all so much. I want to thank y'all for the unconditional love and support that y'all have given me. Whenever I set a goal, y'all have done everything you possibly can to help me.
I would like to thank my family for always supporting me in high school, and for my mom being my best friend, and just to expect tons of phone calls next year. And Dad, sorry for attending OU, but it is what it is.
I'm going to miss them a lot, and I just want to say thank you for everything you've supported me through, and even though I leave the kitchen messy a lot, I will clean it as soon as I come home.
Grateful for everything they've done for me. It's going to be weird being without them, and they need to visit me because I'm going to miss them a lot.
Thank you so much for all the opportunities. Love coming here, being able to spend my summers here, and allowing me to walk to church after school. It's mean a lot.
Thank you for everything y'all have done for the past 18 years of my life, and thank you for teaching me valuable lessons that I needed for my life.
I just want to say thank you and good luck without me.
I'm extremely thankful for the countless hours they've helped me out with. I know it's not always been easy. I know that I've been difficult at times, but I just want to thank them for their godly effort and their relentless effort in preparing me for my future.
I just want to say that I'm definitely going to be successful in college and outside of college and high school, and I will make them proud for that.
I want to say thank you for supporting and all of my endeavors that I've been doing since I was a child, and I love all of you, and I'm sad to leave you, but very excited for this next chapter of my life.
Thank you so much for supporting me in all my crazy high school busy life full of dance and church and volunteering, and I'll miss y'all.
I just really want to thank my parents and my whole family just for supporting me along the way. I know that it's been kind of difficult and just a bit of a challenge, but they've just supported me the entire time, and I'm just so grateful.
I'd like to say a big thank you to my parents for all the words of encouragement and support, and for always being there in the good times and the tough times of high school, and for my brother for always being my biggest cheerleader. And again, to my parents, they actually switched churches so that I could be in the youth group at St. Andrews, so that was a big sacrifice.
What would you like to tell your family?
Wreck 'em.